5 season.
Put in the work, they discredit the work, man, you gotta be kidding.
Let's meet the starting five.
Here we are, Jim. A battle with two of the best defensive teams in the NBA. What's the key tonight?
Well, I think any team that could put together a run is going to be in good shape, because at that point, once you get a lead, you let your defense take over and maintain that cushion.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And stolen by Wallace. Outside, Dort traps in the tray.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
Launches it. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Out to Edwards from the wing, and he drops that one in.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get his, a prolific scorer.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. And so here is Oklahoma City following the 3 by Minnesota. Here's SGA. No good, unable to end this run.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
It's Randall with the drive. Randall is doubled. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Wallace.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's good from long range.
You have to love the confidence. Dort not shy about firing off the dribble.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 11-point game his last outing. From past the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Dort wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Randall. And he makes good on the layup.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the wing. For 3, Holmgren. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, we can talk about their defensive rating and their pace of play and all of those things, but the bottom line is this team is hard to score on.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander just gets that off, going deep into the clock.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he uses the glass on the layup. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Williams. Back to SGA. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. SGA against Edwards. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
All his kicks to SGA. Holmgren in the corner. Outside, SGA. 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range.
struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Naz Reid. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Williams. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Joe. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Here's Conley. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reid holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the small forward spot. And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves leading by 15. Clark finds Randall. There's the drive. And Randall throws it down.
Man, this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Mitchell looking it over. Holmgren outside. The shot misses. Reid with the defensive effort. Randall outside. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here is Caruso. He has yet to score. Holmgren can't hit.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Randall throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Isaiah Joe. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They need this. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
To the paint. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by SGA. Holmgren's got 6. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me, you definitely do. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, it's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that. He said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you guys.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
Here's Conley. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 20. Left side, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Here's Caruso. For 3, Mitchell. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Randall passes to Reed. Williams with the steal. The drive by Mitchell. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren with a screen on Conley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves leading by 20. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the block. Holmgren kicks to SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Clark. Just 5 on the clock. The Thunder with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The jump hook in deep. Reed drops it in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
SGA's shot is good.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
How about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play?
And Edwards drops them both. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Edwards, that's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Minnesota on top. They lead by 18. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint. and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
And next up, a look at the top. And that's all for us. Now it's time.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Lou Dort out there with Wiggins, and it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's Minnesota now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. A nice shot by McDaniels.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
SGA looking it over. Dort kicks to Wiggins. Here's Holmgren. Gobert with the block.
Man, Gobert's reach is essentially inescapable. He can swat any attempt away in the paint.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Fade away. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. Unreal.
Oh my, what a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
We'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
It's the power of the 2-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's SGA. Another miss by SGA.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. All right, a chance to check out stats for Naz Reid. Inside, here's Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards passes to Gobert. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Holmgren against Gobert. Left side, Edwards. 3 on the clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Wiggins outside. Back to Dort. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. Of course, there's the Timberwolves. They're in 5th place.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Edwards can't hit.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins, and it's Mitchell in for Cason Wallace. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Takes it inside. Mitchell finds SGA. Williams a screen. For three, Holmgren. Gobert with the block.
Oh, what a block by Gobert. This is why he's considered the defensive anchor of this team.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Another miss by Holmgren. Minnesota leading by 17. And there's Edwards on the assist from Randall. Edwards got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Holmgren at the elbow. Yep, that one goes in there. 16 points for Chet Holmgren.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Mitchell wide open. No good on the three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
You love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Outside, SGA. The wide open look here for Caruso. And the three off target. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Clark in at the 3. The kick out to Williams. For 3, Mitchell. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clark right side. From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Yeah, the defender all over.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Mitchell outside. Holmgren with a screen on Randall. Here's Mitchell. Over in the corner, Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 18. Pass to Dillingham. On the wing, Ingles. Three-pointer, Randall. Missed it, and that drops him to just 89% from the floor. 8 for 9. Mitchell. Up and in on the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Joe Ingles, and Mike Conley subbed in for Highland. Right side, Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 25 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 18. Kicks it out to Mitchell. No good on the triple.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Outside, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Edwards. Joe can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
SGA passes to Mitchell over Conley, and it's Mitchell missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Reed misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
The shot from 20. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Outside Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Always with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Holmgren. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. McDaniels passes to Edwards. From downtown, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And give credit to Gobert there. Excellent pass to an open teammate.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
He is just too quick and too active. Shea is someone who lives at the free throw line.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Miller comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Conley finds Reid. Off target with his 3. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Over in the corner, Dort hits the three-point bomb. So it's Minnesota now. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And stolen by Wiggins. With his first shot attempt, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Wiggins against Reed. Conley kicks to Reed. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.